Okay, this is interesting. He's still there. You guys, check this bird out. Is he a vulture? What is he? Here's the crazy part. He was there. He flew. Oh no, he's there. Where is he? He's right there. What is that? You guys, he was there last time I drove by, 2 days ago. That bird was right there, 2 days ago. I swear. What is it? Hey. Guys, is that an eagle? Or some kind of cool ass hawk? Yeah, look how pretty. He must live there because, you guys, he was on the same perch last time. That's so cool. Hopefully you can get a good still picture out of that one for me. I got my buddy. He still was even hesitant. Watch. What are you doing? He's my boy. It's okay. He's big. He's not like tall, but he's real thick. Big boy. Of course, this is my best buddy right here. Look. Come here. What are you doing? Who's your good boy? Yeah, you are. You are. I know I talk like a little baby to animals. Can't help it. They sense that, you guys. Oh, they bully you? They do, don't they? Oh, he moved him over. He moved him over. I'll tell you, whether you're a horse or not, you get kicked like that, that's gonna hurt. These are all my best buddies. All right, over and out. See what I got them? It's like oats. It's like a universal feed for whatever. They love it. Cool, that makes me really happy. Over and out. Check out those clouds. Right there. I don't think you're gonna be able to tell on the camera. This is right where I filmed the Vortex. Well, I mean, as far as, it's actually right where I'm driving, right here, above the road, but right there, I mean, those clouds used to be right here, and I see right there out of the whole sky, 360. They make a real weird turn, like something, I don't think that's the airflow. Like something did that to that at some point, you know. Just wondering, you know, it's just, and that cloud just floated over here probably a half an hour ago, 20 minutes ago. So I just find that a little strange. You can't see that anywhere. There's no swirls anywhere in the sky except right there. Looks like spaceships came through and took a right. I'm not joking. So back again. I have some, just about 10 minutes in. Some really good spots I found here. I did a lot. I didn't tell anybody. It did like 2 hours it took me up this dirt road, back and forth and turning around. And I finally got to these pine trees way over that mountain there and then way up. Oh, so here's so Leonard is this incredible artist. He sent me a bunch of paintings of my stuff and my structures and my Bigfoots. And I had 2 of these, so I figured, because I really like them and I don't want to, you know, get rid of them, but I know he'll do another one for me if I really needed it. But this is the kind of thing, you guys, I wanted to show you. This is what, if you want to leave a gift, okay, all the apples, all of that waste of time you've been doing your whole life with gifting is a waste of time, okay? Everything takes apples. It's impossible to tell whether Bigfoot takes apples. I don't think that they're thinking, they just put it this way, they would rather have this. This is what disappears immediately. They love, I think it's because they can take it. You know, you can have it on you, whatever they do, and it can go with them somehow, you know, and I think they hang it somewhere in their cave or whatever they do. So I'm gonna try, I'm not in my spot, it's over there. I'm kind of down in the valley in the middle, and you can see how you can't see, you know, how this goes lower. I definitely have disturbances everywhere, and some really good ones. I didn't film any because I'm not seeing the toes yet, but so let's leave this. I'm trying to find a good spot for this. I want to be able to find again. That's the other thing I'm worried about. I've never been to this spot, and I'm worried that I won't be able to check it for sure. Let's put it right here. I wouldn't mind checking it on the way back through either, you know. Let's do this. Sorry, you guys, bear with me. This is Definitely not my best idea of gifting, but I'm gonna try to come back through here if I can. And you know, like I said, if I was over there, I already know the spot because where they've left me stuff. I have the perfect spot for the rocks. I probably should have ran in there, but this way I was able to drive another half mile this way, a mile, and park and come up. So that's good enough, but it doesn't matter. You guys, I was telling someone else, a story I'd never tell you guys. So you know how I smoke those electronic cigarettes? I was telling Dave Thundercloud in Maryland about Bigfoot Universe. Well, every time I'm there, you guys, especially in the summer, when I don't have all the pockets and stuff, I always drop my electronic cigarette. And it's gone. Like, you know, I'll just be like, oh my God, where'd it go? And I'll be feeling around and it's gone, right? So I don't even bother looking for it. And there's like deep grass up there and stuff. I come back the next time, it's sitting right on the rock. You guys, it's happened to me so many times now where I come back and my cigarette is sitting on the gift rock where I lost it a half a mile away. They'd know exactly where to put it for me. It's crazy, and they find it. Somehow they know it's there or they saw it happen. You guys, it's happened so many times to me. So maybe I did mention that, I'm not sure. But yes, so you know, after you go through things like that, and lots of other things like that, you start to catch on. All right, give me a second. I'm walking through the sand. Here's where I came through, right there. I'm seeing, I don't know what it is. It very well could be a four-legged, like an elk or something. It's bigger than a deer. It does seem to be rounded. Anyway, right next to it I saw that. What is that? It looks like hands, doesn't it? It looks like something like that. Weird. That's what's cool about the sand, you know, anything pretty much leaves a mark. Yeah, it looks like a hoof. But what I saw with the hand doesn't look like a hoof. There's a big walking through here. I've never seen a big one out here before. Ooh, look at this. Like it. I like this. Look. Look. You see that? I gotta turn my camera. Look. That I like to see. You know, to me, they did that. There's no person would just lift up that rock. You know, we'll do it on top of a big boulder or something, but... Ooh, I'm getting to some spots that I haven't really been able to see before. You know, whatever's up there and is interested is peeking at me. Because they got a great view and I haven't been looking. That tripod will be nice. You know what I'll do? Because I'll just leave it like this. Except it'll be perfectly steady and I'll walk around for 2 minutes while that sits there. Things like that. So you can get lucky with a tripod. Give me a sec. That's pretty interesting. I just saw the small version of that one. Look. I'm not saying Bigfoot lifts up a boulder like that and puts a rock under it, but I mean, that's a little crazy. How did it end up like that? It's a little crazy. That whole boulder, I'm talking, this thing is like megatons, you guys. Megatons. And it's all resting on that one boulder. How did that ever happen? You know what, this is a wash. It could have been just washed out over the years. Pretty cool though. That's a good spot. You see how, I mean, of course it has to have a round boulder. It's like a decoration. I think that's one of their spots. So look at these. You know, it doesn't really tell us much, but it's not a bad thing to see. So I made it up the first ridge. I'll show you. Oh, look at this. You guys. Look at this. It's small. A lot of small ones here. See how it's just one? He came like through the rocks. It was almost like he meant to hit that one, didn't. You know, and then there's nothing else. So, you know, I'm telling you, they go to the rocks. It's like, I don't know why. Look at this blind. Believe it or not, that's a made blind right there. This is where I get the vibes. I think they're like this. Like the camera lens is one of them. And I'm down there because I can feel them. And then I look up and there's all of a sudden, the next day I get all these timestamps. And they're just watching me like this. So when you look up here, even if they don't move, if you don't move, you'll never focus in on them because of the blind. It just blinds everything. I think that's a really good footprint, you guys. Look at this. There's nothing else it could be. You can even see the toes. There's snow on top, which means it probably didn't happen. It looks like it happened today, but with that little bit of snow on the top, I think maybe not. To me, that's a footprint. I swear you can see the toes. They look like they were like not perfect like feet at the end, but that is a footprint of a juvenile. I would bet money on it. Blind. And I just got here. I just got to the top. Those rocks look like they could have petroglyphs, don't they? The way they are. Where are those? That's really interesting. Look at that crack in the... those are the zooms I gotta get, like on a tripod. And I'll just leave it. Let me leave it there for 5 minutes. I swear those look like... I wonder if that's where they found the petroglyphs. Let me see if I can get a solid zoom. Hold on a sec. All right, let's try this. Didn't I see rocks that looked like really too flat? Like right there. Yeah, that's how they do the petroglyphs. They love rocks like that. And there's a new spot they found here, and I don't see where they found it because it's not like quarantine off. But I'll tell you, if you're going to look for petroglyphs, and I'm telling you guys, I've seen very few rocks that look that flat. That's really good. And that's really far away too, that's why it's blurry. It's very deceiving, you guys, how far that is. It looks like it's just over there. Well, it would take me 3-4 hours, not to mention the climb to get there. I'll tell you though, there's so much more going on down below. Like, as far as like Indian, oh, I like that. Look at that little place. Looks like another face, doesn't it? It looks like another Bigfoot face, you guys. I'm not even joking. I think I'm gonna have to walk over there. I really wanted to go to this one, but maybe I'll go to this one, climb up to the top and zoom. Just thinking out loud. I'm really kind of looking for, just so you guys know, please know, I'm not out here trying to catch a Bigfoot right now. This place is impossible. If they're not interacting with me, here's more of these exact holes in there. It's always done on a tree. That's the crazy part, always. It's something to do with the roots or water or something. I think it's them, to be honest with you. It's always happening on their spots here. These random holes. Because there's no animal prints. That little hill over there looks really cool to me. It looks really cool. Let's look at that again. There's no way that's a face, is it? Yes, every time I come here, I get a Bigfoot face. Why, like I said to Neil, why isn't it a school bus? Why is it a face that looks like a gorilla or a Bigfoot? Something peed right there. Just thought I'd show you. I'm sure you're happy about that. Again, see how, now look, they're starting to tie up. I like that. Oh, sorry, I hate when I do that. When I'm zoomed in. I mean, a lot of this is matted down. I'll tell you, you know why I don't think they do a lot here? And I think they do more than I notice. Is you don't have to. That's like already done. Oh no, I can't see that. Okay, there it is. Why does that look like a face to me? And why is it all the way at the top? I'm telling you guys, this used to be like some kind of Sasquatch kingdom, okay? I've seen crumpled ruins where they knock down statues of like Bigfoots. Giant heads carved in stone. Giant heads inside caves. You guys, what about the one the other day? I'll put it up in this video. There's a picture, you got a picture of a Bigfoot on the side profile. You look down, there's a hole, and there's another statue face inside the hole. It's pretty unbelievable. I know some of you guys saw that. I'm like, look, there's so many of you that don't go. Look, Colorado Bigfoot on Facebook, okay? People are like, I don't use Facebook, like they think they're cool about it or something. It's you guys, everybody has Facebook. You don't have to talk to anybody. Just make an account where you have no friends. It's an app you can get in 2 seconds, and you can go on, you can just type in Colorado Bigfoot and go look at the pictures. You don't have to use Facebook. Just get the app. You don't have to have any friends. No one's going to know it's you. You can name yourself anything you want. Look at this. I like that. See how it's like kind of TP'd? Sorry. Blinds, blockage. You know, this thing is not from there. It's just sitting there. I really like the way this is going right here as I climb up to this peak. I'm going to climb to this peak, and then I'm going to zoom over back to that Bigfoot face and see if it's worth going over there. Give me a sec. So cool. All right, so I got trees all over this pile of rocks, okay? There's nowhere, I mean, I'd be able to tell, because I was a landscaper. I owned a company for a long time. I know about trees. And I know these go shallow because they're on rocks. And I know they fall over, especially here. But there's no place that came from. You know, that one, it did grow there. And it just fell out or was pushed out. But you'll see there's more, and there's more, and there's more. I mean, I swear to God, that rock was lifted up out of position and put like that. Everything's twisted. See the twists? I thought it was just these trees at first. And it's not. It's them doing their twists. You guys, look at these trees. This is how they look. Look. There's no twist in them at all. I saw it maybe naturally, but I'm like, nope. The only time I see it now is on their stuff. So I just think this is a little strange, and I'm still kind of going up here. It's such a lookout. Up here. I mean, it's such a lookout. Let me get up to the top. Because it's just like the forest. They come right up here, they jump right over that way. Look at the perch. There's no way it's by accident. Okay? It's on the end. It comes down from whoever's living up in these rocks up here, and these big, giant, real tall ones. They're like, there's a bunch of peaks like that. I'm standing on one of the smallest ones. But gosh, I could just jump up there. So I am going to go over there. I'm going to stay here today as long as I can. That's the thing, you guys. I could be here for 10 hours and I'll give you a 20-minute video. You know, you don't realize that things go on during the other 7.5 hours. Not today necessarily. There's nothing that's happened off camera today. But that's blatant. Let's go check it out. It's so a perch. And the other thing I gotta be careful of, if I come back here, it's very easy to get caught up in the moment and forget that there's rattlesnakes in every single crevice around here in the summertime. I mean, there's so many snakes here. The Indians felt like they had to draw in petroglyphs. I mean, they talk about Bigfoots and snakes. So you gotta be really careful here. But to me, you guys, look, I'm not gonna go down there because I'm above it. That is such the lookout. I mean, you guys look. I mean, this is the lookout. And they're this hill of blinds, the natural blinds, they don't need to do much, but look at the middle decoration. I find it amazing. This is a little perch. There's no doubt about it to me. Now the little people, I don't know where to zoom for that now. I have no idea. I think they were over here somewhere. And I don't see a place to zoom on. I do see, pull my eyepiece out. I mean, it could be nothing, but it looks a little suspicious. There's that right there. If I see a tree, even if it's by nature, over a boulder, I look at it, because they do that all the time. I didn't know there was all these like gradual like ledges up and stuff. It's so I don't know how to put it. It's so I don't want to say mystical, but like, you know, ancient, like whatever's going on here, you guys, I think it's way out of my league. You have to believe me, okay? It's just, it's something is going on here. What is that? I see something in black. It's probably nothing, but it is a long distance black. What is that? Cave. I'm just being honest with you. I think, I'm not even trying to insult myself, I think it's out of anybody's capabilities here. This is something happening here that I feel like has been happening for a long time. And to try to get, I mean, yeah, I can get timestamps all day long. I can get them on camera without knowing it all day long. But to see something with my own eyes here, I feel like it's impossible. You know, I'll say that and it'll happen, but so far, you know, like I just feel like, oh, I've seen this plane before. Same guy. What if he's like a local farmer or something? Last time he came through here, he was a little further this way. He was like right here. But he's just, I wonder what he's doing. It's an inexpensive airplane. He's flying way out here. You know what? He might even have one of his own little runway out here somewhere. Is what I'm thinking. Because why would you want to come back here again if he's already been here? If he's flying from far away. So I think he's got like his own farm with a runway. All right, so I'll shut up. Let me keep going up here. I'm gonna walk around. Like I said, this might be my last trip in here today, or this year, or maybe even ever, because it's so hard. I'm parked way down in that corner. So I walked all the way up that way and then came in that way. And I could have just went right there. But I did want to see the middle, and it wasn't anything impressive at all. You got to look for these little, see, it looks flat from here. That's the crazy part. And you go down in there, you're going down in these things, you're going up and down. There's no way to tell with the camera how incredibly deceiving that is. And how many things could be hiding down there right now. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, let me get one across. This video is probably not for everybody. Probably not for everybody. Yeah, I wouldn't mind leaving a couple cameras, you know, like, not necessarily that close unless I was real suspicious, but like, you know, like that. Or hold on, like this. Let's leave one there. We'll set up another camera that picks up on the corner, like there, and then we'll pick another one that sets up there, you know what I mean? They don't have to be that expensive either. I could just have like 5 cameras. Because they have to be zoomable, guys. The 360 cameras suck for what I do. It only sees what's there. If anything was any further, you're not going to see it. And that's the thing with these guys. They're not going to come that close to you. Or your stuff. So you got to have something that sees them far away, typically. Unless it's at nighttime. That's the only time. At night, they'll stand right there next to me. But not any other time so far. All right, give me a second. Where is that? There's a face up here in the cave I want to see. Getting up there. Look right here. I'm almost sure. Footprint. There's actually was 2. There's the front one toe. And here's I'm going to step in it so you can see. I'll step next to it. See that? There's no way the person was up here. Okay, I'm telling you right now. I'm sure it's happened, but it's not something that's probably the Petroglyph people, like the official state people, at some point either flew a helicopter up here or looked around, because I have petroglyphs that are down below, not that far away, but impossible to access from near the petroglyphs. See, I'm liking this. You see this? Look at the blockage. This is what they do. No one else is going to get it unless they've watched my other videos in the woods. But this is what they do. You can see there's things laid. Everything's laid and blocked. So to me, let's see if I'm right. Let's see if behind this corner in that big boulder, it doesn't look interesting. Let me get through there. It's up top. Well, I gotta go. I'm gonna go more up top, but here's the first little, and it does look interesting. Getting all that blockage. That little trail goes through there. that's kind of where I want to go, I think. It's getting really interesting. You can't see this from anywhere else. It just blends in with these trees from a distance. You see like a rock. You have no idea that it's this elaborate walk-aroundable place. That one did grow there, but it was conveniently pushed right across. Now here's rocks all the way at the top. I don't want to see if any of them look unusual. Because yeah, so we get it, they fall down that way and can stack each other up like it was an ancient ruin, but how do you do it if you're at the top? Let's see. So far, it looks pretty natural. Wow, that could be some good zooms over there too. Why does that look weird? That looks like that same petroglyph place. Oh, it is. I'm calling them petroglyphs because look at the flat rocks, guys. They look like placards. What did I tell you before? I don't know if I put it in, but I said my cigarette, I lose it every day. Well, it just fell down that hole. It's all the way down there. I'll never get it again. It just fell in there. You might have even heard it. Let's see. Man, oh well. Good day to quit, right? That's funny. Oh yeah, I can't even see it. It went so far. And guess what? They'll know it's there. If this was like my regular place, I could come back and that thing, I don't know about that hole, but if I dropped it anywhere else. Oh look, it looks like there's like walkways and stuff in there. So they've done work up here. I told you this feels like Sasquatch. Did I say that right? Sasquatch, yeah. See? Everything gets leaned in. You can't tell, but those two meet at the top. It's a triangle. And then all the other stuff just make it look cool, and it just makes it so hidden. It's so hidden. I mean, you guys, I am highly trained expert in structures. I'm just kidding. And I can see it. I can see the work. You got to believe me. I can literally see where they're manipulating these trees. And you know, it feels very Sasquatchy up here. What a better place to be. No one's gonna come up here, I swear to you. So, you know, they could just chill up here and you got no, you know, there's no view in at all. You'd never have to worry about someone seeing you in here. You know, especially when they do their night thing. And I think that's the one time they're actually really just frolicking all over the place and just blatantly is at night. There's a big elk up here, or a moose, and I don't know how he got up here. And I wonder if this is like a secret place for him because of to get some good grass and stuff. You know, if you've been a moose for 20 years, you know the spots, I'm guessing. And Mommy probably brought you. All right, give me a second. It's getting a little barren up here. I want to see what this looks like on the edge. Mark, we don't believe you when you're bigfooting. We think there's a town right behind you. And you just don't show, you show every angle but the town. I'm like, what the are you talking about? Wait, what is wrong with people? I just need to know. What is wrong with, I'm not talking about being a mental patient like me. I'm talking about just what is wrong with you? Like, where's your, like, what's your, like, do you have any common sense at all? Like, do you only think the way you were taught to think? Just try to think for yourself, okay? I don't know how else to put it. Yeah, there's not a town near me, okay? I promise. There's no in fact, the closest town, I don't even know the name of it. It's actually not even a town. There's a little tiny general store and a little tiny gas pump, and it's 40 miles that way. And then I gotta drive another 25 miles after I take that turn. And there's nothing. So you better have gas when you come out here, because, oh, there's a spot up here I wanna see. You know what, I'll walk it in this clip, let's see. So basically what I did was I walked all the way over the top. I came this way. A lot of work up here, like nothing. I mean, I passed most of it up actually. There's actually a lot of paths up here too. everything's flat. You see that? Like, how flat, look. Like those two rocks are pushed into the ground. Which tells me something big is walking around here. Look at the trail. Look at the trails. Look at the perch. Perch. And what a great spot. I'm thinking summertime, you know? Look. Poop too. Because look, this is his view. This is what he wants. Well, let me check that flat rock. It doesn't look like they'd be able to build it there, but anything flat like that, where people haven't been able to see it before, I want to check for petroglyphs. And believe it or not, you'd be able to see it from here. Nothing. But if I was an Indian, that's where I'd go. I'd be like, Dad, watch this. I'm going up there. You know what I mean? They certainly did them, you know, where they thought maybe other people would see them. I don't know. Do other people know that? Like, what was the reason for the petroglyphs? Is that to leave to tell their story? Well, you know, what was it? Is it basically was it a post on Facebook for them? I mean, I don't know what that is. But I do know I have walking. I know I have white poop. And so I gotta be very careful. A lot of white poop, you guys. Too much. So this could be home to a cat here. It doesn't look like a cat I gotta worry about. Although I finally did find a piece that was mixed in with that was much bigger. It was like, it could be a mountain lion up here. If there is, I don't think there's a lot of them. You know, it would the one mountain lion, but there's so many rabbits here and stuff that, oh my God. Oh, look, there it is. There he is. Oh, he's pretty big. He's hanging around right here. So I actually think, I was saying, looks like Bigfoot. It kind of does over there, and it could be. But I'm going to go ahead and say that this looks more like this is this cat's territory, because there's poop everywhere. He didn't just come through here. He's been here more than once, and he's spent some time here. Look. Give you an idea. I mean, that's almost half the size of my foot. There's another one. Looks like that's a front. That's a front. That's a back. So anybody can tell me, is that bobcat or is that mountain lion? He went right through here. Looks like he always does the same thing. You can see the trail. So what that tells me is, this is probably where he lives. Let's go check him out. That's my thing, guys. I'm all into the cats. Like, I'll put my face right in his face. Not worried about it. I don't want to also put him in a position where I'm going to have to kill him either. You know, I really don't want that. And that would be my fault. Still bleeding. Here's your Sasquatch right here. He's got his tree. Yeah, because I'm telling you, even when they're invisible, they hide. They don't. That's the funny thing about them. They really don't even think they're invisible. It's funny. There's a car going down that road. I know you can't tell when I do that, really. It's hard to tell, but I just stuck the camera 7 feet in the air. So if there was something sitting back there, I didn't know it. Now, one thing I'm not seeing, typically a real established mountain lion, especially if he's been around for a long time, I'm getting cell reception up on this peak. Yes, look how pretty. Someone from New Jersey. Telemarketer, I think. So one thing, my phone doesn't ring too much. I'm not a big phone talker. I don't like talking on the phone. But I do get texts, a lot of texts. I do text because it's easier. Rabbit. Nobody's up here looking for that rabbit. I'm guessing it looks like, what I was about to say is an established cat, especially when they're killing deer and stuff, will have these bone piles, like crazy bone piles, right outside their den. And what I'm noticing, look how twisted. I mean, that thing's tweaked, you guys. It's been twisted by hand. Is that this cat is eating all the bones as well. That's why there's no bone piles. There's hardly a bone left around. I think some of these bones you see left around were just taken by a scavenger and he ran off, you know, and he just eats the meat. That's it. That's white poop, and my guess is it's most likely all rabbit. He's eating rabbits, and he's eating, you know, because rabbits have very tiny bones, and he's eating every single part of that rabbit. Like, I think the whole rabbit. Look at here. Do you see how it looks like it's tilled right there? That's all. Those are all from prints, like in the past. Like he's definitely coming in and out of here. Ooh, look at that little claws. I wonder what that's from up here. Little guy. This is so the spot for a lion, because they care about people traffic, and if there's a lot of people going through, or even a person ever, maybe they're not going to want to have their den there. Look, that's a lot of poop in one spot, which tells me, you know, he's pooping every time he comes through here. That's all split. I'll tell you, a couple trail cams up here, you'd get some really great shots of who knows what, but definitely of some cats. I think trail cam pictures of cats are great. I'll take that any day. Give me and the bears are cool, but I love cats. Picture of a real cat, because they're so elusive. All right, this is turning into a vlog. Let me give me a second. All right, so I haven't been able to make where I saw that face. I mean, I made it, but I think I'm on top of it, and I don't know if there's a way to get to that, so I'm trying. But I am noticing it looks interesting already. You know, just the way they keep doing this with they still do their bends and their twists here. You know, I've really looked. I mean, you can go out and look at literally a million of those trees. And only when you get to the funky areas are they twisted and bent. Looks like a giant footprint with a huge big toe, doesn't it? I don't think it is. It's hard to tell when things melt, you know. See here, and then look. I believe this is above that face. Big tree down. Look, I know these die. Like I said, these are shallow-rooted things that they can easily run underwater and die, and they just fall over at the wind. But this one, and there's actually two. Look, that's what makes it really cool. There's two, and they didn't come from there. I know it gets old in the Bigfoot game. Those are not from there, but they're not. So I like that. And I think in here is where that face was. Somewhere. You see, and all of a sudden how it starts getting, it's the most interesting spot here. You know, you can walk, I walked all through there. You know, I can see twists, I can see them leaning trees and making triangles, but nothing, you know, besides that. Hold on, I'm jumping. I'll try that at home. A jump on a camera doesn't look like anything, but it's always more than you think. So again, I'm gonna stop filming this. I'm gonna find some place without, because now that I've been walking around for a while, and like out there is not expecting me right this second, so I'm gonna find a good spot, sit down. I don't want to keep filming this. You guys have seen enough of this, but it's pretty cool. And I think down there, there's this cave, and there's this face. So if I can see that, I'll film that. Otherwise, I'm gonna do some panning. I just want to get some pans. It's very difficult for me mentally to sit there and just keep doing that, but it's hardly ever failed. I see a tree there. I see something. I'll do pans like that. And that's when I'm suspicious. They'd love to have blinds, even if they're natural. That one looks like it's been kind of pulled over that way. Like I said, here it's hard. I think this is out of my league, I really do. I think this is out of anybody's league. This is, not that anyone's in leagues, but I mean, how do you do it? You gotta come out here at nighttime. That's what you gotta do. I'd be a little nervous up here because, you know, they could just take you and throw you right off. I mean, look, another human, he was mountain climbing, he fell. And even if the town or whatever, the rangers knew what happened, you better believe that's the story back in town. You know, he was trying to climb up the hill, he fell. They're never going to tell you. There's been so many times you've heard about someone dying where it was something not supernatural, but something we're not supposed to know about, where you get the other story. You better believe, so many times, especially the ones that are out in the mountains and stuff, they find him without shoes on and stuff like that. All the time there's no shoes. That's the funny part, and he's thrown off a cliff. I think they strip him of the shoes because they don't want him to run. It's just easier to manage as a captive without shoes on. They know humans need shoes, especially here. I can't find that. I don't know where it is. It's impossible to tell from here. It might be down here. So, okay, let me go. Okay, now this is getting good. Look at this, how strategic they are here, you guys. This is a perch. You see that? It's so hidden. If you walk 10 feet away, you would never know that spot was there. This is so one of their spots. Oh, I can just feel it. I'm getting like, I just know. I get confirmations. Like, boom. Such a perch. Like I said, until I get a better name, that's what they're called. Because, yeah, somehow, look. It's like edging for their walkway. Look, they can walk right in there. They do that all the time. I'm a little bit confused on where that face was, because I walked all the way out there for a while and then came back, and now I have no idea how to get to it coming down. So hopefully I can get another zoom on it, because I think I'm going to miss it coming downward. Like, it's such... Randy was noticing that in what do I call that place? Predator Hill, way at the top, where we found that incredible place. And he's like, they make their own edging. I'm like, yep, they do landscaping. Look, and it goes right through there. That is so amazing. Look, I'm telling you, this is a little spot right here. And his perch is right up and down in there. Come on, he hides in there. Oh, it's crazy. Of course, he's not there because who knows where they are, but he's known I was coming for hours. I mean, what would you do if I just peeked over and he was in there? That would just be... What does that look like? Almost like a little face right there. I don't know. I mean, why is it always a face of a Bigfoot? Why isn't it, Martin Luther King? Or why isn't it, Donald Trump? Why is it look like a Bigfoot? I'm telling you, this is a spot, you guys. It's all walked around. There's a perch back there. Let's look over this way. Look. This is one of the best spots I have found here. Look. You tell me what that is. See, the thing is, you guys, you gotta think in years. It's not going to be like they made it yesterday. And I'm not even saying that is a face. That could be natural. But on some of the other ones, you gotta remember, who knows the time frame involved and the weather involved, and it's not going to look, as pretty as you want it to be. It's just, I don't get some of the thinking. Look at this. This is a spot and a half. You see this? Look at this. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure I have a face when I zoomed up there. I'll know when I get home. A face, in a rock in a cave. Again, inside a cave, there's a face. Look at this. Oh, I just saw a bird flying. Why doesn't he make any noise? I haven't heard a bird since I've started researching here. Look, there's such a spot right there. What are the chances of that being a perch? And there's the inserted one, like right on the other side, right there, and you can go down inside of it. This is the best spot I found here. It is so well just here. It doesn't. This is them, you guys. I have chills. Like confirmation chills I get. It's crazy. I don't even think they're here. I just know that they are sometimes. This is a great spot. Look where it is. So not only could you never see it from down there, but even if the random petroglyph person came up here, like one of the state people or something, to look around, like, he just would never ever come here. And the only reason I got here is because I came down. But I guess you could walk up. And they got all the trees in front. Everywhere you look, there's a tree, and a lot of them are going sideways. They're intertwined. See? It's all the blockage. Another one with no origin. So cool. This is a good spot. I bet you there's another, let's see, I'll bet you there's other seats somewhere. There's gotta be. That's possibly one right there. Right here, look at the pine cones. I really like this spot. I'm never coming back here to this spot, but I really like that. That was good. And then look, you find that a little unusual? I haven't seen that anywhere. Where you see so many, and look at the twists. You think those trees do it, but they don't. You can look at a million of them down there. Only here they do it, look. Because it's been tweaked. I saw that in Maryland too. This is all them. You know, from the looks of it, you know, I tell you, it looks like they do a lot of this during the summer because there's just no activity up here at all. Even though we're getting timestamps, I think, yeah, but they're probably in these holes. It probably just, you know, it's something to do. They come out, you know, it's like going outside of your house. Like, you know you're going back in soon when it's cold. They're just checking us out, and then they go back in. They're not making a lot of activity outside. Although I have been getting footprints, but they're not, considering how many I believe are here. You're talking about like one dude was running through somewhere, maybe 2 or 3 now. So, you know, this, I mean, look, so you got all that. And then look, and you can't see, look. I'm telling you, you can't see. You'd never know all that was there. It just looks fishy back there. And it goes, I probably should spend more time and go around the whole thing, but I think that's the best of it right there. Just here's the other, this is the way you know for the people, for the naysayers, when I'm looking in those holes and you're like, nah, you guys, that would be filled with sticks, pine cones, mulch for years and years. It would be, that thing is being maintained. Like, for one thing I forgot to point out when I was looking at it, another one just across. Look, split across, bent. I wouldn't want to do these structures because they're not exciting. But it's clearly, they have spent a lot of work doing it. And it's almost impossible to know. I mean, it's, you've really got to know. It took me 5 times now, I think. I'm on my 5th time to start. And I still don't get it. But I'm starting to get an idea of what they do here. And I want nothing to do with it. It's too hard. I'm never going to see them here. This is the 5th time they've never made one noise. I'm in Bigfoot Universe. Every time I'm there, they're right in the woods doing something. And when people are there, they're like, "Do you hear that? I got to whoop." I'm like, yeah. I just ignore it, because the more you ignore my Bigfoots, the ones I know really well, the better. So when they're making noises, I don't go, "What was that?" Especially when I'm off camera. I just keep walking. I'm like, once I put my cell phone music on, keeps dancing, they'll make more noise. It's so funny. You know, I'm just so used to it there, I don't even care. Here, I would be like, "Oh my God," because I'm not expecting it. I'm getting nothing, and I've asked them over and over. I think it's where it is, and I think it's what's going on here. And I think it's what's been going on here for a long time, and it's like, I mean, look, everything's hidden. So how many of those spots am I missing like this? That's not the one I was at. That's next to the spot I was just at. These are all spots. I'm telling you, that they sit in these natural. I'm telling you, some of these aren't even natural. They can move these rocks. I'm not saying far, but they can flip. With help, they flip them up and they position them. I see too many. It's just impossible. I used to be a landscaper, guys. That's what they're doing. They're landscaping. I'm not even necessarily using that as an example, but it could be one. Let's go see. Sorry, but this is a vlog today. Because I was walking all through this crap and I couldn't talk. So I'll just throw that up. You guys watched the video from yesterday. It was pretty good. I think it's just called like Across from the Vortex. Doesn't have an exciting name, but I thought it was pretty good. And I hate watching myself. I just pretend. By the way, I critique. You guys don't have to critique me because I do it to myself. When I'm watching my videos, I don't think it's me. I'm like, shut up. You know, like, what are you talking about? Da, 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 da. Like, so I'm talking to myself, but I'm basically yelling at, you know, like it's some other guy, because See, this is really fishy to me. Really fishy. I also like, on these perches, I'd like to see a little bit more. I want to see, Bigfoot universe, you can see where they mess around with their hands, where they always tinker and leave sticks, things like that. But I'm not seeing a lot of that here. It's like most of what they do here is inside. That's what I feel like. That's sticking on there. The other side, I guess. Yeah, I can get the other side. Or not. All right, there's my supposed face that I think I found. Let me see. Supposed a word. This is a new one, guys. I mean, you tell me what the hell's going on there. Let me see if I can get... Oh man, if I could just get up a little higher somehow. But I was right up there. See, here's the spots, you guys, right here. This is what they love. See how that's all piled up? It just looks like a pile of rocks. Well, it's not. You go up there and there's like a million spots that just sit. Not that many, but a lot of spots. And same with here. See, it just looks like rubble. Well, you go up and there's like a beautiful tree. It's nice and flat. It's clean. Little spot, little perch. You go to the next one over here. Same thing, like all trees dragged in, all kinds of blockage. And just notice the trees aren't falling down. They're all sideways. A lot of them are sideways, and then they'll tangle them up. Teepee type ones right there. This is all structures, and it's all perches. Let me, I gotta get a zoom in this face. Hold on. My battery's almost dead, but I want to get a nice, damn it, I can't do it from there. Let's try here. I guess that's going to be it right there. I just got to keep it steady. I gotta be able to put it down. Nope, I can't do it. Come on, well, I got battery. Oh well, I'm going to have to hold it. We'll hold it and get a freeze frame on it. I wanted to go past it. Because is it possible that there's two there? If there's two faces right there, you guys tell me that the other face doesn't look like it's a nose and a mouth right next to it. And then the cave just keeps going back. I mean, that is so blatant to me. It's so blatant. I can't really walk there. There's a whole face that's 20, 30 feet straight up to it. I could, but I think you'd want to have some ropes or something. You guys, something's going on. Look at the way it's capped off there with the top. I don't know, man. That looks really interesting to me. What is going on? You gotta remember, the faces could look old. Looks like a white thing laying down, doesn't it? Looks like a white thing with black eyes in the back there. Oh man, if I just had this on a tripod. Oh man, you guys, my arms hurt so bad trying to keep that steady. See, if I go for the tripod, let's see. I mean, I think I just saw like a white thing. I'm gonna hit the trees like this, but let's see. There's something about this zoom that's really interesting. I can't do it. I'm on my knees and I just can't, it doesn't work. I'm going to keep doing this though, just in case, because I've walked away from good situations like this before. If this is a good situation. Is that white thing gone? Oh no, it's not. That would have made me happy, because then I would have known for sure right now. And if there's white things, like wraith looking things laying down looking at you, which is what it looks like if you look at the ground right there. Damn it. Well, I'm not moving my camera. Every time I try to hold it on that thing, this thing moves. Like, it's actually getting me pissed. Can you let me take a steady shot, please? Thank you. I'm telling you, this thing's just staring at me up there. That's what it looks like. That's what it feels like. And it can't be, but just in case. Looks like a face to me. I swear, it looks like a face, a white face on the ground up there.